Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're about to watch episode 20 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Before I started filming, I was thinking about how interesting it is that the entire exam is nothing but mages. And while that might have been a pretty obvious detail that's going on, the way I was thinking about it was this. We've been observing parties this entire time, and they involve priests, monks, mages, warriors, and what each class brings to the table when you put them together in a party. So we always see them in this sort of ecosystem in which they're working together. It's through that lens that I'm looking at this situation where we have an entire landscape of nothing but mages, and it's all mages that have different specialties. Maybe not necessarily just in fighting, but also in the way that they think too. We can even think back to those moments where it's just Flam and Frieren, and they even talk about how they have to go about how they do certain things as mages. Again, it's even just more interesting to now drop Frieren and Fern into this situation where it's just nothing but mages. So you've got pretty much every color in the rainbow in regards to how many different types of mages there are. But I'm really excited for this episode because we're in the middle of a battle. Before we jump in, guys, feel free to check out my YouTube memberships. They're only $1 and you get early access to episodes like these and also the full reactions as well. His partner said that Ubel was gonna die, or that she was gonna be in trouble. And he's not too worried about it. Which is weird to say when he's fighting Ubel, who doesn't seem like a very straightforward person either. So, Fern is wailing on her. Oh my god. Fern just destroyed her. Wow, so she even said that what Fern just did was devoid of character. That kind of looks like Frieren's spell. I figured it was a bit different than Frieren's. She's not gonna do that. That's true. What's going on here? Oh. These two are really interesting. Like they both are fine with killing, but they both definitely give off vibes that there's some deeper things going on that led him to that. Wonder how Fern's doing. Yeah, I can't quite pin him down yet. And he has to take his eyes off of Ubel if he wants to take on Fern. just straight up. He doesn't have to kill you though. I did kind of feel like Fern maybe didn't kill her because Fern doesn't just kill people also. Ooh. That guy's getting messed up.
これは戦う前の様子見なんだって。君、魔力探知苦手でしょ。
Whoa, what? it's just a shadow clone.
いつから
Jeez.
何が殺しただあのクソ女平然と嘘つきやがって
一般攻撃魔法の物量で押し切られたわ。信じてないでしょ。
いや
Whoa. The entire area is destroyed.
だが一般攻撃魔法だけでこれほどの芸当ができるとしたらあの女は相当な化け物だな
That's so cool to hear where Fern ranks amongst all of them.
ちょっと物みたいに運ぶつもりおんぶして
Like, I don't want to touch you.
ビアベル音符してしびれて動け
Wirbel's literally carrying the party.
この音何かしら。
雨音だろ結界の外で雨が降り始めたんだ
Frieren and their group were in the middle of something too. I want to see what's going on over there.
それなのに私たちを助けてくれるんだ。優しいのね。その優しさがあなたが魔族と戦う理由なのかしら。
Oh, she's seen him before. Maybe that's why I couldn't put my finger on him.
故郷に好きなやつがいたんだよそいつは一家揃って中央に逃げていっちまった
クソったれな魔族どもは俺が全員
I didn't think we were gonna get his backstory.
4つか5つのガキの頃の話だ
バカみたいね。
ああバカみたいだ
At least he's self-aware about it.
ね、ビアベル。
どうした
あれ
Well, that was easy.
ふざけやがって今までの苦労は何だったんだ月が回ってくんのが遅すぎんだよ
Here we go. That's what I want to see.
消えた。フリーレン、シュティレが取られたか。
She's like, oh, damn it.
今回も有望な受験者を何人も死なせたみたいじゃないか。ゲナ。
有望な奴はこの程度では死なんよ。
What do they mean when they said that they killed them?
魔法使いの試験に魔力探知が通用しない獲物を選ぶだなんて捕まえられるかどうかは運任せ。
I'm just wondering if they mean directly or indirectly.
富と権力にしか興味のないご老体がなんで今さらこんな試験に。目的はやっぱり特権。
Well, he was mentioning being able to rule better with prestige.
お前なら容易に追跡できるはずだ。フリーレ
私のこと知っているんだ。
ン。わしらの世代でその名を知らぬ魔法使いなどいない。
Ooh, look how famous we are.
結局堂々と挑んでくるんだ。私たちのことをずっと嗅ぎ回っていたでしょ。
デンケンがお前の足止めをしている間に、俺がそっちの
He probably at least wants to see how good he is against someone like Frieren.
俺はあんたはもっと無慈悲で冷徹な人間だと思っていたんだがな。宮廷魔法使いだろ。性敵を消したことだって一度や二度じゃないはずだ。
He looks like that type.
一級魔法使いなんてただの称号だ。それほどの価値があるとは思えない。
まさか特権も知らずに試験に挑んだのか？
Ooh, what else does it give you?
魔王軍との長い戦火の時代の洗練された魔法使いを未だに追い求めている。
Oh, finally, we get to hear about this elf.
一つだけ望んだ魔法を授けるとな。
Ooh.
望んだ魔法が授けられるということは魔法使いにとって願いが叶うに等しいことだ。
Wow. Okay.
電源、そいつを1分足止めしろ。それだけあれば2人とも殺せる。
たかがガキ2人だ。
Yeah, that Richter guy doesn't seem like a very good dude.
こいつはわしが叩き潰す。それでよかろう。
おいぼれが。
I want to see this, but I guarantee you this episode's gonna end. Whoa. That's a bit much. You're gonna end this episode right here, aren't you? Yep. Saw that coming 2 miles away. I can't wait to see that. I just want to see Frieden put some people in their place. Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna get a whole lot of backstory on Wirbel. He seems like he could be a likable character for sure. He was very difficult for me to read at first. He might even still be a little difficult for me because there was a side of him that I feel like he was just trying to convince us that he's a killer, but he just wasn't doing it though. What he was saying and what he was doing were not matching up. But the whole time he's saying it, he's got this malicious look in his face. He was just very difficult for me to read. In fact, Ubel is kind of difficult for me to read, particularly in this episode, because she was kind of giving off the same vibe. Like, we've been given information that she's killed people, but at the same time, those were also bandits, which are not the nicest people. We haven't seen any instances in which she's killed good people, but she also has this attitude that she doesn't mind doing it at the same time. But then even Fern can even tell her, like, hey, let's back off, and then Ubel will listen. Some of these things are not matching up, so I feel like we're getting a slight misdirect in terms of the character that each character possesses, even if it's just a tiny fraction. It seems like there's a little bit of honor within each of these characters, and we just don't know the whole story about it. It's really fascinating, the contrast within each character. And again, it's so neat to see where Fern lands within all of this, because there could be some really powerful mages in there that we just don't know about. And then we drop Fern in there to see how she does against some of them, and she's doing just fine. So it's really cool to finally see her get measured like that. And I believe her name is pronounced Sadie. It's interesting to hear about her finally, how she's even remotely related to this situation, and that she basically created this whole first class situation and the privilege that they are gained, which is to be given one spell, which I don't know what Frieren would want if she were to be given that spell, or the ability to choose one. I'm sure she can think of something, because she's always down for learning a new spell. But in terms of making it a good choice, like something worthy of this privilege, I don't know if she would have something that would be on that level. But anyway, guys, that was a great episode as usual. Looking forward to the next one. I hope you enjoyed the reaction, but that's it from me, and I'll see you next time.